Hi YouTube family, a pleasant good night to each and every one of you. Hope you all had a wonderful day and is ready for the weekend. Today I'm going to be sharing a recipe with you all for fried rice. I didn't make this for a while now and it's a favorite in my kitchen. I had some fresh bora yesterday and it reminds me so much of fried rice, so I'm going to be incorporating some in mine. I have my rice here nicely washed. I'm going to go in with some green seasoning. And I will leave all the measurement and ingredients I'm using today in the description box below. I have some allspice powder. Here I have some fried rice seasoning and some Chinese spice. I have salt. I'm gonna go in with some black pepper. I'm gonna go in with some cheese, Chinese sauce, and I'm using this one here. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons because this will add a nice color and also a flavor to our rice. So before I make my fried rice, I always like to flavor up the rice before I cook it. So when the rice is done, you don't have to do anything else with it, especially if you're making a vegetable fried rice. The rice would already be cooking with seasoning. So I'm gonna mix this up. It smells so good. That green seasoning contains of fine thyme, broad thyme, garlic. I add some onions in there, pepper, and green onions. Wow, the rice smells so nice. So I just added my rice and some water. I put 1.5 cup water to every cup of rice because today I'm gonna boil mine dry down style. Most of the time when I'm making this fried rice, I would pressure my rice, but today I wanna do it the dry down style for those who don't have a pressure cooker. So I'm gonna cover the rice and leave it to cook, and then I'm gonna start preparing my chicken. So today I'm going to be using chicken breasts for this fried rice, and I cut them into small pieces. I already washed them and cut them into small pieces. I'm going to go in with some green seasoning. I'm going to go in with salt. And I'm going to go in with some black pepper. Very simple ingredients. We're gonna add some cheap Chinese sauce, just about 1.5 tablespoons, enough to give the chicken a nice color and some flavor. And that's all I'm gonna add to the chicken, because when I'm mixing it up, I'm gonna add a little bit more of spices in there. So we're gonna go in now and we'll mix all this together to flavor up this chicken nicely. You can use any part of the chicken for the fried rice. Today I am just using the chicken breast. This already smells amazing. You can let your chicken sit for 15 minutes or 20 minutes or so if you have time, or you can marinate it ahead of time. Today I'm doing a quick fried rice meal, so I'm gonna go ahead and cook mine right away. So I just added my chicken to the oil and I'm gonna give it a mix, and we will cook this until all the natural juices is completely evaporated. And if I have to add a little pinch of water to help cook the chicken completely, I will do so. But in the meantime, I'm gonna cover this down and I will leave it for a few minutes and then we'll get back to it. So I just want to give a quick sneak peek at the rice. When I'm making it this way, I don't like to open it too much, but the rice is cooking up nicely. We want it to cook with a texture because we still have to fry this back. It is smelling amazing when I open the pot. So look how much water the chicken has reduced. When you cover it, it's going to reduce all that natural water. So I'm going to continue and cover it again because I want it to reduce all of its natural water, because that's what we call the rank water before I start adding my ingredients to this. So my chicken is all good now. The natural juices is gone. But of course I want my chicken to be nice and soft and tender. So I'm going to go in with some water to completely cook this chicken so we're not eating half-done chicken. I'm going to cover it back and let it cook until this water is now evaporated. So my rice look ready. When I'm making fried rice, I like to take it down with a texture or a grain. I'm going to turn my stove off and I'm going to let my rice air out for a little to stop the cooking process. It can't be fried rice without some nice vegetable. So I have 2 carrots. I'm going to be using 1 bell pepper. Any kind can work. I'm going to be using 1 red onion. Any onions can work. Some green peas. And I'm washing my vegetable here in some vinegar water. I have flat leaf parsley, green onion, and my bora, nice young bora. I also have to add some pepper. And I'm going to go in with some green chili pepper. Talking about it, I'm already drooling. Let me cut these up and then I'll come right back. So I'm going to go ahead and finely chop my vegetables. The more vegetables I can have in my fried rice is the better. And when I'm cooking fried rice, I like to chop my vegetable into small bite-sized pieces because it will really incorporate well into the rice. So my chicken is done and I'm going to turn my stove off and leave it with a little bit of sauce in there. This chicken breast can dry out easily, so I want to turn my stove off with a little bit of sauce to keep it on the moist side. Now I'm going to finely chop my bora. About this big, just a tiny piece, so you can have it in every bite. I really like to have that crunchiness from the bora in my fried rice, and this is the perfect bora for fried rice. Not all the time you can find this one, but when I feel the texture, I said I have to make some fried rice with this bora. So I cut my carrots into small strips and I'm gonna go in and finely chop these guys up. You can also grate the carrot and have a nice texture in there. Today I'm chopping mine up. I just love flat leaf parsley in my fried rice, so I'm gonna go in and add about half a cup of freshly chopped parsley. This really goes well with fried rice. I'm going in for my onions. You can add white onion, Spanish onion, any onion of your choice in this dish. I'm just making a few long strips, and then I'm gonna go back and chop these up into smaller pieces because I want to keep the ingredients in the same length and size, so it's gonna be evenly distributed into the rice. See how nice and fine this is chopped? A nice Marbury pepper or a nice hot Scotch bonnet will work, but I like the flavor of the chili, so I'm gonna add green chilies to mine. It brings out a nice spiciness to the fried rice. And last but not least, our green onions. I love green onions in my fried rice. So first of all, I'm gonna cook my green peas because it's frozen until it's completely thawed, and then we'll go in and add our ingredients step by step. Now I'm gonna go in with my onions. And I'm gonna add the carrots at the same time. We're gonna mix them together, and this is a beautiful color I'm seeing here, right? So nice and vibrant. And you guys know how colors make me happy in the food. So now we're gonna go in with our bell pepper and our bora. We're not gonna cook these too much because I like the texture of the vegetable when I'm eating my fried rice. I'm gonna go in here and mix that in. I'll just add a little bit of the spices to just flavor up our vegetable because our rice is cooked with flavor, our chicken is cooked with flavor. So now I'm gonna go in with some Chinese spice. I'm gonna add some allspice powder. If you have spice, that will work amazingly well for this recipe. So allspice. And I'm gonna go in with some cheese fried rice seasoning. We're gonna add a pinch of salt in here so our vegetables can have flavor, and a little pinch of black pepper. We're gonna mix. And now that everything has flavor, we're gonna start combining the rice, the chicken, and the vegetable together. I'm gonna go in and add my green onions, flat leaf parsley, and chili pepper close to the end while I'm mixing up the rice. So I just added my flat leaf parsley, green onion, and green chili. I'm gonna give this a mix, and at this moment my stove is on low heat, like really low heat, because we don't want to overcook the veggies and we don't want our rice to get soft. We want to have that texture, and trust me, this will be an amazing fried rice. My husband loves fried rice and he always enjoyed mine, whether I twist it up or turn it up or how I do it. He always enjoyed it. So you can see here that this is full with vegetables and I didn't overcook my vegetable. So I'm gonna go in now with my chicken, and remember I had some juice in there. Look at that. I'm gonna add the chicken now. So I'm gonna go in and mix our chicken, juicy chicken in here. And this is one delicious looking fried rice. So my family really enjoy this fried rice. And anybody who try my fried rice, they always enjoy it as well. So if you like the way I prepare it, please give it a try. You wouldn't know how it tastes unless you try it. So I think it's all mixed in very nicely. It looks so nice and moist. And I'm gonna plate up and let you all know how this tastes. I also made some coleslaw to go with our fried rice today. Let me show you how I prepare this. I have 2 carrots. I'm gonna grate them. You can use a shredder to do this job. Or you can also thinly slice them. I'm gonna go in now and thinly slice my purple cabbage. You can use white cabbage only, but for me, the more color, the more beautiful and the more flavor your coleslaw will have. I'm chopping up my regular white cabbage now. So I'm gonna grate a red onion into my coleslaw. I like the flavor of the red onion, and just on my cheese grater, I'm gonna go in and grate it so I can have a texture in the onion. You can use white onion as well. So now that I finished grating my onion, I'm gonna go in with some garlic, grated garlic, and these really hype up the coleslaw and give a beautiful flavor in there. You can add garlic powder and onion powder if you prefer, but I like to go in with my fresh ingredients. So now we're gonna do the magic and mix everything up. We're gonna go in with some bold and spicy mustard, and I'm gonna go in about 2 to 3 tablespoons of mustard into the mixture. This is gonna add a nice salty kind of flavor, and it really adds a nice body to the coleslaw. So the fun part now, I'm gonna add my mayo, and then Natalie's gonna mix this for me because this is one of her favorite, right?
Yeah.
So I just added my mayo. You can go in with as much mayo as you like to make it creamy, or however you like to make yours. You can always mix and add to get it to the right texture. So I'm gonna hand this over to Natalie, and then I'm gonna be doing the video. So Miss Natalie is gonna give it a good mix for us. Take your time, Mama. So she's almost done. You're doing an excellent job, Natalie.
Thanks.
And we want to make sure that the garlic and onion and the mayo and mustard is well incorporated so the flavors can be evenly distributed. So we're going to leave it in the fridge until we finish cooking our fried rice, and then we will serve up. So before we put this into the fridge, we're going to add a little pinch of black pepper. And Miss Natalie want to do that too. If I give her the chance, she will make this coleslaw on her own. So here is my fried rice and my coleslaw. And of course, you know the girl have to go in with some pepper sauce. And I'm just sprinkling a little. This is homemade lime juice pepper sauce. Even though I have pepper in there, I am drooling already. And I know you guys are drooling too. Let me give them a mouthful, Natalie. Cheers, grab it quick. So this mouthful goes for all the viewers and subscribers. My first mouthful, and this is gonna be a hot one because this is the one that the fork went into the pepper sauce. The rice is perfectly cooked. Natalie, you can come over here. The rice is perfect. Look at that. Really, really scattered and loosey. And the vegetable and ingredients still have a texture the way we like it. I'm going to go in for another mouthful. Mm, 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 mm. Every bite is a piece of bell pepper, bora, green peas, some kind of surprise in there, piece of chicken, and some nice surprise. I'm gonna go in now. That pepper got me good for some of the coleslaw. And coleslaw is so easy to make and goes very nice as a side dish for so many things. So cheers. Mm-mm-mm. You hear that crunch, Natalie?
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. So creamy, so flavorful. I can taste pieces of the onion and the garlic, which really enhance the coleslaw. I am just happy right now. My mouth is so happy. I'm gonna sit down and keep eating my dinner with the family. And that pepper really got me good, guys. And for fried rice, you need it. So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, we hope you will consider subscribing soon. Do not eat so much pepper like I do. Until then, we want to say have a wonderful weekend. Stay blessed, stay safe. Bye for now.